Language, they say, is the basis of our culture. Hello and welcome to another episode of Street Voice, where we look at strengths, developments and views on topical issues. I am Adetomowo Akintomowo. Join me on the streets as we voice your view on today's topic.
It's something that is very, very sacrosanct. Like, I believe that students should be made to speak their native languages. It should be taught in schools. And if you check these days, you would see that even various investors, like the Chinese, are even beginning to teach some native languages in their own country. So it's something that we, the Nigerians, should actually take very, very seriously. Also, it should be taught in all schools, and all children should be made to speak their native languages. It's something that should be taken very, very seriously.
It's very, very good for maybe in school. It's very, very good to teach them our language, because language have a lot to do in our life, in the children's life, more especially when you have somebody like when you have visitor. So you can't just speak the general language. In case let's assume that you want to talk to your child, you have to use your language so that the person will not understand what you are to discuss with the child. So it's very, very good to teach our children our language, even both in the school, even both in the house too.
I think the solution lies in the family. So each family should try as much as possible to inculcate cultural values in their children. They should try as much as possible to speak the languages in their homes. They should start at a very early stage. Don't wait till when they grow old, then you now say they will know how to speak it. No, you have to start speaking your languages to them so that they'll be able to imbibe in them. Because these days, our children don't speak our languages again. When they get to school, they are forced to speak English. If they speak Yoruba in the school, they will say they are speaking vernacular. They may even charge them for speaking. You understand? So, I think the solution lies in the family. Each family should endeavor to speak the languages to their children right from the very tender age.
I don't really know my language actually. I'm from Yoruba, but I don't really know my language like that. I'm not interested in it. I don't like it. To me, I feel like it's only literate that speak Yoruba.
During our own time, we have Yoruba. Yoruba is very important. Yoruba is very, very important that time. They do not allow, if you are teaching English in the class, they will allow to speak English. If you are teaching other subjects, they will allow us to speak English. But when you are teaching Yoruba, we speak Yoruba throughout. But nowadays, either you are teaching Yoruba, or you are teaching English, or you are teaching other subjects, you'll be saying English. Yoruba teacher itself will be saying English, which is not good. School can also try their best on them.
In order for us to maintain the native language and culture, I would say it starts from the house. From the house, because while growing up, my mom always speak Igbo, my dad also speaks Igbo. We were small, we can speak, but growing up, things change. And also in school, because sometimes in school, if they are teaching, they'll say Yoruba people come to Yoruba class, Igbo people. Some persons will be running to Yoruba class, Igbo is hard. So the two varies. In school, the foundation starts from the school, from the home, while school can help in uplifting the culture of a thing.
At this information age that we find ourselves now, native language with our culture, we need to maintain it, because that is where education is failing now. Because these children does not even know the difference between their language and the English that they are speaking. So the most important thing, when we are growing, then we were taught how to say ABD, EFI, GIGB. If you want to say wa, we know it is come. If you want to say go, we know it is. We understand exactly what they are saying. But now, the English that we are inculcating now is sticking to the brain of the children of nowadays as language, because that is what we've developed them from while they are growing up. They don't know the difference between English language and their native language. English language has turned to native language now, because if they truly understand what English language is, they won't be failing in school. In school now, a lot of failures, a lot of F9 in English, and they are speaking English, so it doesn't have any meaning. So it's better we speak our language. It's better we speak Hausa, let them understand the meaning of what you are saying in English language. That is what I have So maintaining that culture with our native language is very, very important now, most especially in education now. That is what will enhance our education now. Children are in the school, teachers are teaching them, they don't understand what they are teaching because they cannot differentiate between English and their native language.
To some extent I agree, and to some extent I disagree. Reason being that I happen to study in the north, so I know how difficult it is for them to speak English itself in the north. So now using Hausa to teach them is like adding to the already existing problem. So I think to some extent, to maintain our culture, it's a good one, and to some extent I don't really support it.
Of course, there should be, books. Like I think while we were growing up, first while we were growing up, it would seem as though we are too old. But then we had a lot of native books, both in Yoruba and Igbo languages that we are written. So such things should be encouraged and it should continue. Also, certain cultural events should actually be probably fixed, and when attended, the importance of these languages should be told. And I think with that, such like languages will be sustained.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Street Voice. I am Adetomowo Akintomowo. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on Clear TV till I come your way again. Bye for now.